Did you know that at age 70, being able to do just a few simple things could mean you're actually winning at life? It might sound ordinary, but the truth is most people your age can't do them anymore. And if you still can, it's a powerful sign that your body, mind, and spirit are far stronger than you think. Ask yourself this: can you climb a full flight of stairs without gasping for breath? Can you remember exactly what you had for lunch yesterday? Can you balance on one leg for just 10 seconds? If the answer is yes, you're holding on to what I like to call golden tickets for a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. In this video, we're going to uncover 6 abilities that may seem small, but are actually powerful indicators of health independence and joy after 70. And I think you'll be surprised by how meaningful they really are. Before we dive in, tell me in the comments where you're watching this from. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so we can keep exploring more ways to stay strong, happy, and independent after 65. Now let's begin with the very first ability. Ability number 1, climbing stairs without struggle. Imagine this: you're 70 years old, you walk into an apartment building, and the elevator is out of service. Most people would groan, maybe sit down in the lobby and wait for someone else. But not you. You look at the stairs, take a deep breath, and step up with confidence. By the time you reach the top, you're not gasping for air. You're smiling, maybe even joking that you just got your steps in. That moment says more about your health than you realize. Climbing stairs isn't just about getting from one floor to another. It's a hidden test of your heart, lungs, and muscles all working together. According to the American Heart Association, by age 70, aerobic capacity can drop by as much as 40% compared to your 30s. That's huge. But here's the good news: if you can still handle stairs with ease, it means your cardiovascular system is strong, your lungs are delivering oxygen efficiently, and your muscles are holding steady. There was a fascinating European study where adults over 60 were asked to climb 3 flights of stairs in under 90 seconds. Those who did it successfully were far less likely to develop heart problems over the next decade. Think about that. Something as ordinary as climbing stairs became a crystal ball for future health. Picture yourself visiting a friend or heading upstairs at home. Each time you take those steps without stopping, you're not just moving your body, you're proving your resilience. You're showing that your heart is pumping powerfully, your breathing is under control, and your muscles still answer the call. That's not just getting by, that's thriving. Here's a thought for you. What if instead of avoiding stairs, you started seeing them as your personal health checkup? Next time you face a choice between the elevator and the steps, try the steps. Celebrate it as your victory lap. If you're still able to climb stairs without feeling like you've run a marathon, consider it a win worth celebrating. Not everyone at your age can say the same. And if you're one of the few who can, you're already proving that 70 isn't the end. It's proof that your body still has remarkable strength. Let me ask you this: when was the last time you purposely skipped the elevator and chose the stairs? Comment stairs below if you've done it recently. I'd love to know how many of you are still embracing that challenge. And speaking of challenges, the next sign of truly winning at life after 70 isn't about your body at all. It's about your mind. Ability number 2, memory and recall. Think about this for a moment. Can you clearly remember what you had for lunch yesterday? Maybe it was a tuna sandwich with chips, or perhaps a warm bowl of soup and a slice of apple pie. It might sound like such a small detail, but the truth is, your ability to recall that meal says a lot about your brain health. Memory isn't just about remembering food, it's about staying mentally sharp, engaged, and connected to the world around you. According to the Alzheimer's Association, about 1 in 9 adults over 65 experiences some form of memory impairment. That's roughly 11%, a sobering number. So if you can easily recall what you ate yesterday, or even the conversations you had during that meal, you're already ahead of the curve. Here's why it matters. Memory functions like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it stays. When you recall a simple moment like yesterday's lunch, you're flexing cognitive muscles that keep your brain active and resilient, and the benefits extend far beyond food. You're also proving that your attention focus and ability to connect details are still working together seamlessly. Imagine this: you're at a family dinner, and your grandchild asks Grandpa, "What did you eat yesterday?" You smile and answer with ease. I had a big salad with grilled chicken and a slice of apple pie that was heavenly. That moment doesn't just show memory, it builds connection. Sharing small details invites others into your daily life. It keeps you part of the conversation, part of the flow of life. Research consistently shows that activities like reading solving puzzles or chatting with friends help keep the mind sharp. And when you pair that with a diet rich in brain-boosting foods like berries, nuts, and leafy greens, you're giving your memory even more strength. So if you can laugh about what you ate yesterday, recall the dessert you enjoyed, or even retell a funny story from that meal, you're not just remembering. You're showing that your brain is engaged, lively, and ready for what comes next. Here's a little challenge for you. Close your eyes right now and think back. What exactly did you eat for lunch yesterday? If you can recall it, type yes in the comments. Let's see how many of us are keeping our memory muscles strong. And if recalling a meal is a hidden sign of brain health, the next sign might surprise you even more. It's not about memory at all, it's about balance. Ability number 3, balance and standing on one leg. Now let's shift to something that seems almost too simple. Can you stand on one leg for just 10 seconds? At first glance, it might look like nothing more than a playful challenge you'd give a child. But science says otherwise. That small act of balance may actually predict how long and how well you'll live. Picture this. You're in your living room, someone asks you to stand on one leg and you give it a try. 10 seconds pass and you're steady. No wobbling, no stumbling. It feels effortless. What you may not realize is that in those 10 seconds, your body is performing a highly complex feat. Your leg muscles are firing, your core is stabilizing, and your brain is sending rapid signals to keep everything in sync. This harmony between mind and body is one of the strongest markers of vitality at age 70. Research backs this up. A study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine revealed that people in their 70s who could balance on one leg for 10 seconds were 50% less likely to face serious health complications in the coming years. Think about that, just 10 seconds of balance cutting your risk in half. That's no party trick. That's a survival skill. Why is balance so critical? Because falls are one of the leading causes of injury among older adults. Good balance means stronger muscles, sharper coordination, and quicker reflexes to catch yourself if you trip. It's your body's built-in defense system, and the benefits don't stop there. Balance training is tied to lower stress, improved posture, and even sharper mental focus. Now imagine you're out for a walk in the park. You see someone your age effortlessly standing on one leg, looking calm and steady. It's impressive, isn't it? That person is showing mastery over their body, and it's a mastery that protects independence. Being able to balance means fewer worries about falls, more confidence when walking, and greater freedom to move without fear. Balance also says something about your inner resilience. It reflects patience, practice, and the ability to stay grounded even when life throws challenges at you. Holding your body still in a world that constantly moves is a metaphor for emotional strength too. Here's a fun way to see where you stand. Next time you're waiting for the kettle to boil or brushing your teeth, try lifting one leg and count to 10. If you make it smile, you've just proven your body still has remarkable coordination. And if you wobble or fall short, don't be discouraged. Balance, like any skill, can be trained. Simple exercises like heel-to-toe walking yoga poses, or even standing on one leg near a chair for support, can strengthen this ability over time. So let me ask you directly, can you stand on one leg for 10 seconds today? If yes, type balance in the comments. Let's celebrate every victory together, because at 70, maintaining balance means so much more than physical stability. It's proof that your body and mind are still deeply connected. And if mastering balance is a hidden superpower for longevity, the next ability is just as priceless. It's not about muscle or memory or even coordination. It's about something far deeper, the joy of laughter. Ability number 4, laughter and emotional strength. Let's talk about something you can't measure with a stopwatch or a blood test. The ability to laugh. Not just a polite smile or a chuckle, but a real belly laugh, the kind that makes your stomach ache, your eyes water, and your face light up like the sun. If you can still laugh like that at 70, you're not just living, you're thriving. Why does laughter matter so much? Because it's more than entertainment. It's medicine for the soul and the body. Research from Stanford University shows that laughter reduces stress hormones, boosts the immune system, and even helps with pain tolerance. Think about the last time you laughed so hard your sides hurt. That wasn't just joy, it was your body releasing feel-good chemicals, your natural stress relief built right into your biology. Life at 70 can bring challenges, health scares, changes in family dynamics, or simply the pace of the world feeling too fast. But laughter acts like a cushion. It softens the blows, helps you process tough moments, and reminds you that joy is still possible, no matter what life throws at you. An old friend of mine, Margaret, used to say, "If I can laugh about it, I can live through it." She had weathered loss, illness, and hardship, yet her ability to tell a funny story or laugh at herself kept her spirit unbreakable. Humor is also contagious. When you laugh with friends or family, you're building connection. A silly joke over coffee or a funny memory retold at the dinner table creates bonds that are just as important as medicine. Social laughter is linked to stronger emotional resilience and longer life expectancy. It shows you're still engaged, still playful, still very much alive inside. And laughter doesn't require perfect circumstances. Sometimes it's found in mistakes, in small accidents, or in the quirks of daily life. Dropping the keys, spilling the soup, forgetting the punchline of a story, you can either get upset or you can laugh. Choosing laughter is choosing freedom. It proves that your spirit remains light even as the years grow heavier. Here's the beauty of it. Laughter is ageless. A 5-year-old giggles at a cartoon, a 45-year-old laughs at an office joke, and at 75 you can still laugh at life's surprises. That continuity is a thread of resilience running through every stage of life. So if you're still laughing at sitcoms, cracking jokes with friends, or even smiling at your own mistakes in the mirror, you're not just passing the time. You're healing yourself. You're showing that emotional strength and mental health are just as much a victory as physical stamina. I want to ask you, when was the last time you laughed until your eyes watered? Think about it. If you can remember that moment, type laugh in the comments. Let's celebrate not just surviving, but enjoying life, because laughter is proof that joy is still alive inside you. And if laughter is the medicine that keeps the heart light, then the next ability is the glue that keeps the heart connected. It's about nurturing friendships and holding on to human connection, even as the years go by. Ability number 5, friendships and social connections. Now let's turn to something that might be even more powerful than strong legs or a sharp memory: human connection. If you are 70 and still nurturing friendships, calling old friends, or even building new ones, you are doing something extraordinary. Because as people age, one of the greatest challenges they face isn't always disease, it's loneliness. According to the National Institute on Aging, nearly 30% of adults over 70 report significant loneliness. That's almost 1 in 3. And loneliness isn't just an emotion. It affects physical health too, increasing the risk of heart disease, depression, and even early death. Yet if you're still showing up for your friends, whether it's coffee on Tuesdays, a phone call every weekend, or hosting the weekly book club, you are quietly protecting your health in ways no pill can. Think of the joy and laughter shared across a table, or the comfort of knowing someone checks in on you when you don't feel well. These small gestures add up to something massive. Studies show that older adults who maintain strong social ties live longer, experience sharper cognitive health, and report higher levels of happiness. Relationships truly are medicine. Let's look at an example from the other side of the world. In Okinawa, Japan, one of the regions with the highest number of centenarians, people have what they call a moai, a lifelong circle of friends who support each other emotionally, socially, and even financially. This bond, this sense of never being alone, is one of the keys researchers believe explains their longevity. And while you may not live in Okinawa, the principle is the same. The quality of your connections directly impacts the quality of your life. At 70, friendships may look different than they did at 30 or 40. Maybe you don't go out as often, or maybe the group is smaller now, but the depth of those connections becomes richer. You value the people who truly know you, who've seen your ups and downs, and who stand by you through it all. Even making new friends at this stage through a local community group, volunteering, or simply chatting with a neighbor can spark joy and keep you feeling alive. And here's the secret: connection doesn't have to be grand or complicated. A quick text, a short phone call, or sharing a meal can brighten both your day and theirs. Every time you choose to reach out, you're saying to yourself, I'm still part of the world. I still belong. So here's my question for you. Who is the one person you know you can always call when you need a laugh, a prayer, or just someone to listen? Type their first name in the comments below. Let's honor the friendships that hold us up, because those names represent the invisible safety net that keeps us strong. If you are maintaining your social connections, then you're already proving that aging doesn't mean fading away. It means deepening bonds, building new ones, and creating a legacy of love that will outlast you. And if friendships give you the emotional strength to keep going, the final ability we'll talk about is something much more practical, but just as powerful. It's the art of cooking for yourself and why it's a silent victory for independence at 70. Ability number 6, cooking and independence. Let's talk about something that might look ordinary, even routine. Cooking. Walking into your kitchen, opening the pantry, chopping ingredients and preparing a meal. At first glance, it may seem like no big deal, but at 70, being able to cook for yourself is more than a daily task. It's a powerful sign of independence, health, and dignity. Think about it. Cooking requires mobility to stand, coordination to chop and stir, memory to follow a recipe, and the creativity to bring flavors together. If you can still do that at 70, you're proving that your body and mind are working in harmony. You're also proving that you haven't surrendered your independence. You're still the captain of your own ship. Science supports this too. A long-term study out of Sweden found that older adults who cooked for themselves maintained healthier diets and had a 25% lower risk of chronic diseases like diabetes and heart problems. Why? Because cooking at home usually means fresher food, more balanced meals, and more control over what goes into your body. Every time you prepare a dish, you're choosing nourishment and health over convenience and decline. But beyond the science, cooking carries deep emotional meaning. It's a way of caring for yourself. Even if you live alone, making a meal is a reminder that you're worth the effort. It's an act of self-love. Standing over the stove, stirring soup, kneading bread, or flipping pancakes isn't just about eating. It's about celebrating the fact that you are still able, still capable, still independent. Cooking also connects us to memory. Maybe you prepare your mother's old stew recipe or recreate a dish from a vacation years ago. Each recipe holds a story, a piece of history, a thread to the people you love. In that way, cooking becomes more than fuel. It becomes a ritual of remembrance, a way to bring the past into the present. And don't forget the joy of sharing. A home-cooked meal has a unique power to bring people together. Inviting a neighbor, hosting family, or simply sharing extra food with a friend adds richness to your relationships. In those moments, you're not just nourishing your body, but also your community. Now, some might think cooking alone is lonely, but many older adults see it differently. Cooking becomes a form of mindfulness. When you're slicing vegetables or seasoning a pan, your focus narrows to the present. Time slows down. It's you, your ingredients, and the joy of creation. That calm, that rhythm is healing in itself. So if you're still in the kitchen, chopping, stirring, tasting, and plating, you're not just cooking. You're proving that you still have strength, coordination, and vitality. You're proving that age is just a number, not a limitation. Here's my little challenge for you. What's the one dish you love to cook that always makes you feel good? Share its name in the comments. Let's build a wall of recipes that remind us all that cooking is more than food. It's independence, joy, and health on a plate. And now that we've explored all 6 abilities, climbing stairs, recalling meals, balancing, laughing, nurturing friendships, and cooking, it's time to step back and see the bigger picture. Each one may seem small on its own, but together they reveal something powerful, a life that is still vibrant and deeply worth celebrating. Conclusion. So here we are, 6 simple abilities that when added together reveal a powerful truth at 70. Life isn't about slowing down, it's about proving you still have strength, spirit, and independence. Climbing stairs without struggle shows your heart is strong. Remembering what you ate yesterday shows your mind is sharp. Standing on one leg for 10 seconds proves your body is balanced. Laughing freely shows your spirit is resilient. Maintaining friendships keeps your soul connected. And cooking for yourself reminds you that independence is alive and well. These aren't small wins. They are quiet victories hidden in daily life that say more about your health and happiness than any trophy ever could. If you can still do these 6 things, you are not just surviving, you are thriving. You are winning at life. But here's the most important part. Even if you feel you've lost one of these abilities, it's never too late to rebuild, practice, and reclaim it. Aging is not about surrendering, it's about adapting, strengthening, and continuing to live fully. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 6 abilities do you still have today? Type the number in the comments: 1 for stairs, 2 for memory, 3 for balance, 4 for laughter, 5 for friendships, 6 for cooking. Let's celebrate together because every number is a reason to be proud. And if you found inspiration here, don't leave without subscribing. Join our community where we share stories, science, and encouragement to help you stay healthy, happy, and independent after 65. Because your journey doesn't end at 70, it keeps unfolding. And together we'll make sure it's a journey worth celebrating.